I'm Reshan Fernando. I'm a movie maker, a film director. I'm a script writer and editor, visual effects supervisor as well. And I'm an owner of a production company, Silent Entertainment. This is what I'm doing and who I am. Current projects, well, I'm gonna release my new music video, which called Got You and Peace. So that's I'm talking about the world peace throughout kids actually. So that is what is it special. Also, I'm working with my production company. We're gonna do some different event, and for example, each year we're gonna do a event in Paris, and also the other productions, some kind of music videos and commercials as well. Well, I get involved to the films, I'm in this industry, as I called it, when I was 13 years old. I was pretty young, and so it was an accident actually. One of my father's friend, he came out to my 13-year-old birthday party, and then the first time he showed up actually, because he was a very busy person. He's a makeup artist actually, to the big productions in Sri Lanka, Colombo. That time he was doing a teledrama series. Then he told to my dad in the party. He said that they are looking for a boy like 13 years old, and as the director described the character, he's so much matching to your son, your younger son. And he was asking about me from my dad, and then suddenly he showed up and he asked me about, do you like to act or something like that, and then I was like, yeah, why not? I would like to, and then let's try this out. So then I went there with my mom to the casting, and the director and the assistant director, and they chose me. That was a kind of big TV series, but I did like 3 or 4 episodes in there, but it was really popular. Then I got popular as well in the school, and then some people they recognized me because I was the only kid in that drama. The other all the grown-ups and the other everybody, like most of everybody, they were like so popular and well-known artists in working in there, but I was a newcomer, and I was the only kid in the whole production. So I found out it's really cool. And then so when my drama teacher and everybody show this, they saw this in the school, and they asked me to act in stage dramas in my school, my high school. I think that was the place that I can study something about the acting and this kind of stuff, school drama on the stage, and we did some shows as well. And then in the one show I got another chance to go and study, and also to do some performing on the stage. It was a folk music group team. So I went there and I studied about performing arts, dancing, acting, presenting, singing, everything, almost everything. So then I thought like, yeah, I can do something, and then I work in the radio station and TV stations as well in Sri Lanka. And then I did my diploma in directing, because I found out that I want to do something better and bigger to the world, actually, not only for Sri Lanka, not only for any other country, just to the world. So then I thought like, if you are a director, you can make something, you know. If you are an actor, you have to act for someone else's project or someone else's creation. But if you are a director, you can you can make your own film or the music video or whatever you want. So I thought like, okay, let's try to be a director. So then I thought like, first, number one is I want to study about this. So then I went to do my diploma and I got it. So I thought like, I want to do something. Then I asked from my parents and they love to do it, and they spent some money, and I made a first short film called Pitastoria. And then the second one, I had some money for the second one. That was 2007, I guess. So that was the Magic Stone, because it was a really funny and really little story, and I got my nephews to act in the movie. So that one selected for the best 50 short films in Sri Lanka in 2007 or 8, I believe. Then 2008 I did The Dream, when I was doing my directing diploma. So I got the first place for The Dream short film. So it was really great. And I got the highest mark because of that. And then everything done, then I thought like, I'm gonna do something bigger. Then I did the May 20th film on 2009. I got big actors, well-known, popular, very talented actors to my May 20th short film. And my friends, they were amazing. They helped me a lot to do this. All of my crew all of my crew were my best friends, actually. They are my best friends, I mean my crew. So they did an amazing job, and my father is the one who spent money, and my mom is the one who did all the like production. She kept the production. She like a production supervisor, actually. And my best friend are the closest crew members. It was a great time, and we had a great fun and like that. And we did the casting for the first time for that movie, and we trained some kids. So then we had a great output for the movie, and then we sent it to the different festivals around the world, and I got officially selected for the International Student Film Festival in Hollywood 2009. And so that was the big achievement that I had in 2009 since the Gloomy Boy came out. And so that's how I came to the film industry. Well, for my movies, actually, yeah, I'm talking about my productions, not the other production that I'm working as a director with my production company. But for my movies, yes, I'm talking about kids' life stories and what are the things happening in their life as a kid, and how they seeing their life. And how they are seeing their environment. I mean, this is important because I mean, you can see different kids movies and adulthood movies as well, but unfortunately you don't have kids movies as much as adult movies, so that is so unfortunate. But here I am, because I am taking some kids movies, I mean I'm taking some kids stories, and I'm trying to talk to the adults. So that is what makes me different. So that is what I am doing differently, because I'm not just making movies for the kids or with the kids, for the kids, and talking to the kids. I'm not doing only that. I try to take some part of the kid story, and I'm talking to the adults. So that's what I did from my past movies, such as May 20th and the Gloomy Boy, and also my coming up my coming up music video as well. So I'm trying to tell something through kids. So that is really hard, actually, I think. And also one of the very well-known director, I can't remember his name, he said working with the kids or the working with the animals is the most hardest part in the movie making. So that is really true, because working with the kids is not easy, because you have to train them. Either you have to take a well-known kid actor popular kid actor to do your project. I'm thinking about the kid's life is most important than the other life ages in our lifetime. Some problems that they have, they can't talk because they don't have a power to talk with the adult and say, I have this problem, how can I find a solution to this? You know, they don't have this thing because why? They are new to this world and they don't know anything about this. The other side, they think they know, but the truth is they don't know. So this is what I try to take the stories of the kids and try to talk to the parents, try to talk to the adulthoods as well. So for example, in my May 20th, I try to talk about the child abuse and try to talk to the parents and, you know, to the environment that's saying these things are happening in the world, we try to stop it. And the Gloomy Boy also, I'm trying to talk about the parents and all the parents in this world. It's not such a unique family or some kind of group that I'm focusing about. No, because I never make any other stories or my creation to focus about one certain thing. I try to talk to a lot of people as much as I can. It could be anybody, any parents who has a kids. So I try to say, like, think about your kid before you're getting separated or divorced. So this is what I'm talking about, the Gloomy Boy. The problem that if the parents fighting in front of the kid and what the kid is thinking. I mean, because she or he, they don't know what's going on here, and I have to say to the parents that every parent who has this problem, I have to say them, like, just think about it. You know, just think about and just watch this and just think about what you are doing and what you did if you did something wrong. So this is the thing that I want to talk, and that's why I'm doing kids' life stories instead of doing adult life stories. But these are my production. But the other productions, I'm working with the other people, with the clients of my production company. I'm doing as usual the love stories, the other adult problems. For example, the few days ago we released a love story music video, so we got a huge success in Paris and in Sri Lanka as well, and the other countries as well, according to my friends. And so that's a different kind of love story. I mean, nobody accepts the ending, for example. So this is kind of really interesting. So I want to do something every time, something different, not something that you saw, or not something like you are thinking. So I want to do something other than we accepting or we thinking or we just imagine. How I described at the last time, yes, I'm giving different kind of messages to the audience. So it could be to the kids or to the adults, parents, you know, different kind of people that I'm talking about, that I'm trying to talk. So and my message also different. For example, the May 20th, I was talking about child abuse and child pornographies. So this one, I try to talk to the parents of all the parents in the world, and also I try to talk to the other communities, you know, who are there for the kids, you know, and also I try to talk to the kids as well. So for example, in that movie, I'm saying these kind of things happening in this world, so try to protect your kid. So this is to the community and to all the people and to the parents especially about their kids. It could be a girl, it could be a boy, it doesn't matter. So you should think about that. So, and in the end of the movie, we are seeing it's still happening, it's still continuing. So in there, I'm talking to the kids that's saying, careful about the strangers, you know, don't get attached to strangers if you don't know them, or even if your parents don't know them. So try to protect yourself. as well. So I'm giving these kind of messages from my movies. You don't want to give message from every film that you are doing. For example, if you are doing a superhero movie, yes, there is a message somehow, but it's not the movie for giving a message. It's about just a fantasy, you know. It's just to watch and being happy or being cry or something like that. Or you're doing a horror film. What is the message you can give? Try to protect yourself from the ghost or something like that, or how to fight the ghost. No, it's not about that. So we are making films sometimes to tell the people about something, or just to have fun, you know, to look at it and just to to entertain yourself. So that's what I'm thinking. And also my next project also, it's gonna be somehow entertain and somehow it's giving a message. But sometimes I really like to give a message if I can, but I don't know how much I success, but I try to give a message sometimes. Well, Gloomy Boy, I like to say it as a music video because it is a music video. And Gloomy Boy, yes, we shot in an iPhone. Why I decided? Because every time, I mean every production, like end of the pre-production period, we are having a decision. We are trying to take a decision like what kind of cameras we are using and what kind of lighting system. Things like that, and where are we going to shoot. So these things are the big decisions that what we are making for the projects. So so the Gloomy Boy, I thought let's do with an iPhone, because I think it's a new trend that coming on, that shooting with the iPhones or the GoPro camera. So this is a new trend. So I think let's go with the new trend as well, because why not, you know. So we are also new generation, so we have to do something, because this is kind of like experimenting things. So I thought like let's do with iPhone also, because we had a little space. So we had this kind of problems too, because and we are working with the kids as well. So it's not easy, you know, working with the kids. As always, it's difficult, but it's really, for me, it's really amazing working with the kids. All the animals, I love to work with the animals as well, but maybe the future. So for the Gloomy Boy, we have to show that really good emotions, you know, facial expressions from the kid. So by iPhone, I think I can go really faster to close up the face and for different angles, and easy with the lights I can use it. And also we had a very little space, because everything going on in one room, in the kids' bedroom. So the kids' bedrooms are not going to be bigger, so those are really small, and they have little stuff everywhere. So I have to keep those stuffs as showing that this is a kid's bedroom. So then I thought like let's do it with the iPhone, because the better idea is the iPhone. Another thing I forgot to say, we had a really short time. We had like a few hours to do this, and with the kid, but I trained the kid before, like how to do the things and how to move and how to show your expressions as well. But that is his acting. It's amazing, like everybody saying that. That's why I think I got 2 official selection award for the Gloomy Boy. So number one is his acting, I think, and the other thing is the camera movements, how the way I direct, because of the iPhone. Because yes, if we had the DSL camera, we can do that the same, but it not be the same as the iPhone, because how much closer you can go, and how much movements you can do in that space, in that location. So that is more different in that way, and that's why we used iPhone. Well, when I am casting, first of all, I try to, I mean, like everybody, like every other director, I think, or the casting director, but for my projects, I like to do the casting, not from the anybody else as a casting director. Because why? Because most of my projects, that I'm the one who is writing the story and making the script, things like that. So then when I was creating this stuff, when I'm doing my story, when I'm working with my story, I am imagining, okay, this is this kind of person that I want for this character. And then I found out somehow it's really amazing that I'm finding some kids and some adults also that exactly that I'm looking for. So then I'm taking them, and then I'm talking with them, and I'm working with them, and then I see, can you do this? Can you get into this character? I mean, if you can't, it doesn't matter, because I studied about performing arts, so here I am, and I can do something for your training, and I can train you, and I can build up you for my character. So that's what I used to do for my casting, and I'm the one who is choosing for the actors and actresses for my projects. I mean, this is not what I'm saying that the look is the number one. No, I mean, how do you look like for me is the number one thing for me. It doesn't be the same for the other casting and the other directors, I should say that. But for me, as a director, for my story, how do you look like for me is the number one thing. Then I try to work with you, and I try to find out that you can do my character or not, and then I come up with the solution for that. So number one is, how do you look like for me. So yes, I have another music video to release, everything done with the music video, and we're gonna do the publishing, because I'm waiting to the other works going on with the other productions, and production with my company Silent Entertainment. And so the new music video we're gonna release in this month, I believe, and I'm gonna start the other production. I'm gonna do another short film, I think. So we are doing casting these days, and we're done with the script, and we're done with a lot of stuff, and I found the producer. So it's so amazing and it's so unbelievable. I found the producer, which is my best friend. So she knows about all my stories, and she helped me a lot in May 20th movie as my production manager, and all the production handled with her and my mom as well. So as my dad helped me as a producer. So now everything has changed. She became as a producer. So and a few days ago I finalized with the casting, but still we are planning the other castings, and now we are finding the locations. We are doing location scouting for that. So it's going to be another amazing project. I think we can have a great fun. This summer we're going to shoot it, and the next year it will be released, I believe. And the music video, it was really fun, and also the Gloomy Boy, he's the main character as well, and another girl as well. So this is also, I try to spread a word about the world peace throughout kids. So I want to spread this word to the world. So that's why I did this music video, because everywhere we are seeing war, crimes and things like that in the world. So I thought, like, we have to do something. When the world peace that we can have, when we don't know, but we need it. So that that is the thing, that is the theme, that is the story that I'm talking about. This my coming up music video. So I think it could be successful. I don't know how people take this story and how the people will see this story, but I want to say we did a great job, and also the kids, they did really amazing job, because the kid who did the Gloomy Boy, he's the main actor as well, so he did the amazing job, as always as he doing, and also the girl as well. She's so beautiful, and everybody talking about her as well. So the acting was amazing, and I found out the great music track for that, and I brought that track, and so I have the rights of the track, and we are using this track as a music video to this. But as I have to say again, this is not a song. This is just a music video. This is not a video song or something. This is just a music with a video. So well, let's see how it will be. So first of all, I really like to thank to the skykids.com that I found out really great website, and I did a lot of researching by this website, because they are having amazing coming of age movies, and the other music things, and the books, everything, and they have. So I did, because I'm doing research before I'm doing my projects, and before I start to work with a new story or something like that, I'm doing lot of researches. That's what I think that what makes me special to do my job, to do my creations as well. So thank you very much, Sky Kids, that choosing my Gloomy Boy and my May 20th short film to put in your website. And I think because this is really good for me, and also for the audience that who wants to see my creations as well. Please give us some comments about my projects, and how you are thinking, what you are thinking, because a lot of people putting some comments, and it could be anything, just I like to know how do you feel about my projects, and how do you feel about this creations. So this is really important to make me something else in the future, and this is really important for me to do my next project. So your comment is really important, I think. And also I like to thank everybody who helped me until today, and until tomorrow also, because tomorrow also we're gonna do some projects as well. So I like to thank everybody. So it's starting from my parents and my best friends, and my other family members. My brother, he's helping me a lot from Australia. So everybody, and also my May 20th and the Gloomy Boy in the IMDb Internet Movie Database also. So they selected to put it there, and I really have to thank you for that as well. And also you can go to the IMDb and you can make a review or make a comment about what you think about my project, and what you think about Gloomy Boy and May 20th, and you let me know. That will be really amazing, and you can watch it from Vimeo or YouTube or any other websites as skykids.com too. And but don't forget to put your comment and say what you are thinking about. Thank you so much. Yeah, I like to. I like all of the coming of age movies. Even I haven't watched, and there, because I found out there are a lot of coming of age movies in skykid.com. So if you could go and you can see even the short films or feature films, very old films or very new films, and from different countries in different languages. Those are really amazing and well made films. So but the few movies, yes, I like to say some names of the movies, such as 1950s we have a film called The 400 Blows. So this is kind of a special movie for me. I saw this on 2009 or something like that. It was really amazing, black and white movie. And also 2014 the recently came out Boyhood movie. It was really long and really amazing movie. Boyhood movie, it's one of the special movie in the movie history that taking a little boy and recording. It's like recording himself as being adulthood. So it's look like that, and also it's kind of that also the story, Boyhood story. It's really amazing. And also Tree of Life, where there's Brad Pitt in the movie. So I really like that story as well, Tree of Life. It's also amazing movie about coming of age. And also there's another film in another language called Viva Cuba. This is also an amazing film, and the amazing acting that I saw from the kids as well. And also we all know Oliver Twist's story, and all the Oliver Twist films are amazing, because I saw all the Oliver Twist films which made. But the last one, I think 2006 they made anyway. Roman Polanski's made Oliver Twist's movie. So I saw that it was really amazing, and I really liked the acting of everybody's of Oliver Twist. So those are some very few movies, and there are a lot of films that I like too, and I'm collecting them and I'm keeping as my collection. So I think from this interview, I think you enjoyed the interview, and I think you get to know about a little bit more about me. So thank you so much for having me. Be kind one to another. Have a nice day. First of all, I have to thank everybody that who watched the commercial and who comment us, who liked us, who called me and who talked about this and gave me live comments about the commercial. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you all enjoy the commercial, and you all got what we tried to say, because it was a very hard concept. It was a very hard story to tell without saying, because I think that is the filmmaking. That's the challenge, I think, because as a filmmaker, I always like to take challenges. For example, it's not easy to work with kids. It's not easy to work with animals too. So this is a kind of challenge that the young filmmaker always have, I think. 2 years ago, I met Karikalan, and he asked me to do a little presentation commercial for the restaurant, and I did it. So they all like it and they all love it. So I got a story with the kids and how they seeing Indian food, and how what kind of image that they have about Indian food, things like that. So it's kind of a different thing, because it's not like McDonald's or something. It's not like everyday doing things. So it's a restaurant, and it's an Indian restaurant. So this is kind of different with the kids. If we are going as a family with kids, and if we are going to an Indian restaurant to have an Indian food, so it's kind of different image that they have and we have. Of course, it's really different than the other foods. I mean, if you take European food, or if you take USA, the special American food, or like British food, so those are kind of like, they have like, because they are European family food
So they are into European family, so they have like different similarities. But Indian food is totally different than the Chinese food or Japanese food or things like that, because it's totally different. So in Sri Lanka also we have a different food. So Indian food are very different than Sri Lankan food too. So for example, yes, but Indian food, they have spicy, of course. We all have to believe that it's true. But which is Sri Lankan food is not much spicy than Indian food. So those things are not complicated, but things are different. So how to talk about this image that people have, the kids have, things like that. So for example, when I'm working with the kids, I'm asking like, do you have to have an Indian food, so something like that, then they have this image, oh, is it spicy or something? So they are asking this kind of question. So spicy. I wanted to move to the next commercial, which is with the kids and the Indian food. So I did a casting. Actually, I did a casting for a boy like during last summer. No, before last summer, because I wanted to do a short film in last summer, but which I haven't do it. So for that short film, I got like close to 30 CVs, biodatas from the kids and actually from their parents about a boy who is 7 to 12 years old, like that. So I got a lot of kids, European kids especially for that. So then I found Luca's Quinn, and he was 8 years old, and now he's 9 actually. So he has this long hair and blonde, and he's speaking really good English. And then I thought like, okay, I'm gonna take this boy for this commercial because he looks like really active and like that. So I called them, and they right away they liked to do it. And then I made them. When I made the boy, I thought like, this is the good selection that I did, because he has this really amazing energy always, that and he could do anything that I imagine. I mean, if I say like, okay, can you do like this, can you go for it, and can you show me that this kind of emotion, expression like that, and he was just, he can do it. So it's amazing. He's a great boy. So so then I took him, and then the other challenge is, how can I find Indian girl, I mean looks like Indian girl in here in Paris. So it's kind of it's not easy job, but there are a lot of Sri Lankans and Indian, especially Indian community in here. So I thought like, okay, well, let's try, because I never touched this kind of levels ever. So well, then I talked with my friends, and they said, okay, we can help for find them. And then I tried to find, but I couldn't make it. So then there was a girl that I know, which is the family that I know. So then I talked with them, and they didn't want to make it. So so that's so unfortunate. So then I thought like, okay, let's go for a casting. So I put the advertisement in Facebook and different social media. So I gave the publicity that's saying that I'm finding a girl, because I have to do it, because I have to do it quickly, because all the things on schedule right now. So now I don't have the little girl for the commercial. So then right away, when I did the publicity about the casting, and I got around 15 biodatas about different girls, look like Indian, and there were some mixed girls. I didn't get the face that I want, but I thought like, it's okay, let's select somebody from here, because I don't have time. So it was really fun to work with those kids because Luca, he's so funny all the ways on the set and every time, even in front of the camera, behind the camera, every time. He's so funny and he's so energetic boy. And the Milena, the girl that I took, she's new for these kind of things, but not for the cameras, but the setup. I didn't have big crew, but the setup is different for her because she never had this kind of experience before. So I thought, okay, no, she's gonna be okay for a little time because I know kids. So okay, then she turned up to little the girl like who has a lot of experience in the movie set.
Je suis un devil. Je suis un devil. I don't speak English.
I got the amazing makeup artist, Sri Lankan makeup artist, Mrs. Thamilu, and she did a great job. And I always wanted to give the natural look from the actors.
You present the restaurant and after we do the scene?
No,
We do the scene?
yeah, we just go to the scene and presenting the. I already did the presentation. So yeah, so this is the commercial. This is just doing the commercial about the food and stuff. Yeah. You see, they got 2 stars, 3-star restaurant.
Oh yeah! It's the fun, what do you use this stuff?
You know the that thing is really good.
Oh! Wow! And after this, everyone will come here.
You got it. I wanted to have this close-up because the facial expressions is the number one thing for this type of story because we are not talking, so it's a challenge. So we had little, I mean, big challenges in this commercial. I think that's why we got success. So how was the casting yesterday?
I'm pretty good.
You good? So is the text very well?
She said I was super good.
Wow. That's why I took you. Yeah? There were like 25 boys and I selected you. So. And you want a lollipop? Sorry.
No.
So you have to come a little bit closer to her. Wait. More close? More to left? Ready? Action! Keep it up. Right? So just a little bit left. Action! Down. Down. Super. Okay, you stay like that. Ready? Yeah, then and hold around. So it's the Michael Jackson.
Stephan?
You recording?
Yes.
This is for the game. Let's go. Here we have a gift. Wow. Jingle bells, jingle bells. So, after photo? I will take a photo with this super. So in the end, I would like to thank everybody who loved this commercial, who gave us really amazing support. First of all, I would like to thank my parents, my brother, everybody who is in my family. So thank you very much. You are my first audience every time, every creation. So thank you so much, and my best friends, everybody who are there for me. And then I would like to thank Mr. Karikaran, Royal Bombay, and their staff, who helped me a lot to do this commercial, on the set, behind the set, everywhere. So thank you so much for that. And then Luca, Milena, and their parents, thank you so much for the support. And Luca, Milena, you guys did an amazing job. Everybody talking about that. Thank you so much. That's why I selected you. I know you guys gonna do that. And of course, I knew I can direct to take that expressions out of from you, and I can handle you guys on the set and like that. So that's why I selected you, and you guys did the exact thing that I was imagining. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much for the parents. They helped me a lot on the set and every time and everything with this commercial. And thank you so much, one of my best friends, Mr. Shamit Fernando, with his idea and everything. Thank you so much. And he was there for me every time, and his family, everybody. Thank you so much for that. Miss Sally, and Anastasia, the other commercial, the girl, Russian girl, of course. So, and Mrs. Thamidu Jayasekar, who did the makeup, amazing. Thank you so much for the support, everybody. So, well, as I can remember, who support to do this, who made the commercial actually. So, and finally, you guys, the audience that watch this video and shared in the social media and give us like, comments, love, the hearts, everything, which is you can send by the social media. Thank you so much, everybody who give us so much support and everything. Thank you so much for the music that the guys made an amazing music, Indian music. Thank you so much for the music owners, the right owners, everybody. Thank you so much. So keep in touch with us, and you guys gave us a lot of comments and hearts and loves and likes, and thank you so much for everything. It is really touching. It is really that we want, as a filmmaker, as a person who is working in this film industry. So thank you so much for everything, and that your big support is really what we want. So thank you so much, and hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much for that, and keep enjoying. And if you haven't seen the video yet, it is below. You have the link and you can see it, the two commercials of Royal Mumbai and the another two commercials. So everything is four commercials, two presentation commercials and two normal story commercials. Thank you so much. So keep in touch with us, and everybody take care. Bye. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Congratulations, Reshan, with your award. Not only you made yourself proud, but you made your country proud as well. 7 years back, when you visited me, I knew that you had that capability, the talent, and the potential. And you proved me right today. Thanks for selecting me, and it is a great honor to me, as well as it is to you right this moment. So I wish you all the very best in the coming future, and may you achieve greater heights, and I'm pretty sure that you'll be a good director in the future. Take care.
Hello Reshan! Happy birthday si l'interne and Reshan. Et à bientôt pour le tournage de ton film. Bye!
විරාමෙන් පස්සේ අපි මීළඟ අදියරෙන් ඔබ මුණ ගැහෙන්නේ. සල්මාත්මය මේ අවස්ථාව අපි අපේ ප්‍රේක්ෂකයට ලබා දීම ඉතාම විශේෂ අවස්ථාවක් හැටියටයි අපි දකින්නේ. පහුගිය දවසක සවසක දුරකථන ඇමතුමක් එනවා. ඒ ලංකාවේ නොවන විදේශීය ඇමතුමක්. එහා පැත්තෙන් කතා කරන්නේ රෙෂාන් ප්‍රනාන්දු කියන හිතවතෙක්. ඔහු කතා කරනවා Cine Roo වැඩසටහන පිළිබඳව, වැඩසටහනේ ආකර්ෂණය පිළිබඳව, විශේෂයෙන් කෙටි චිත්‍රපට නිර්මාණය සහ ඒ නිර්මාණ ඉදිරිපත් කරන්න අපේ වැඩසටහනේ අවස්ථාව ලබා දීම පිළිබඳව. අවසානයේදී ඔහුගේ කෙටි චිත්‍රපටයකුත් අපේ වැඩසටහනට එකතු කරොත් හොඳයි කියලා අපි කල්පනා කරනවා. මේ විදිහට තමයි ඊළඟට අපි ඔබට ඉදිරිපත් කරන්න සූදානම් වන කෙටි චිත්‍රපටය Cine Roo වැඩසටහනට එන්නේ.
දැන් රෙෂාන් ෆර්නෑන්ඩෝගේ මේ චිත්‍රපටය ප්‍රංශ චිත්‍රපටයක්, ප්‍රංශ කෙටි චිත්‍රපටයක් හැටියට එන්නේ ඔහු ශ්‍රී ලාංකිකයෙක් වුණාට. දැන් මේ චිත්‍රපටය අවස්ථා ගණනාවකදී අවස්ථා 6කදී සම්මාන සඳහා නිර්දේශ වෙනවා. ඊට කෙටි චිත්‍රපටයක් වුණාට. ඒයින් අවස්ථා 2කදී මේ චිත්‍රපටයට සම්මාන හිමි වෙනවා. එක් සම්මානයක් හිමි වෙන්නේ මේ චිත්‍රපටයේ ප්‍රධාන චරිතය නිරූපණය කරන දරුවාට. දැන් ප්‍රවණතාවක් තියෙනවා තමන්ගේ අතේ තියෙන ටැබ් එක, iPhone එක, ජංගම දුරකථනය මේ සියල්ලම කැමරාව හැටියට පාවිච්චි කරන, රූපවාහිනී කැමරාවක් හැටියට පාවිච්චි කරන, එහෙම නැත්නම් චිත්‍රපට කැමරාවක් හැටියට පාවිච්චි කරන. රෙෂාන් ප්‍රනාන්දුත් සිය iPhone එක හරහා තමයි මේ මියුසික් වීඩියෝව කරන්නේ. මේ මියුසික් වීඩියෝවක් වුණාට කෙටි චිත්‍රපටයක් හැටියට ඇගීමට ලක් වෙන්නේ. කෙටි චිත්‍රපටය කියන ගොන්නට තමයි මේක අයිති වෙන්නේ. රෙෂාන් ෆර්නෑන්ඩෝ ප්‍රංශයට ගිහිල්ලා ඉන්නේ අධ්‍යාපනය හැදෑරීම සඳහා. ඒ අතර වාරේ ඔහු කෙටි චිත්‍රපට ගණනාවක් කරනවා විතරක් නෙමෙයි ඒවා අගය කිරීමටත් ලක් වෙනවා. Gloomy Boy කෙටි චිත්‍රපටය එදිනෙදා පවුලේ ඇතිවන අඬදබර, දෙමාපියන්ගේ ජීවිතවල ඇතිවන හැලහැප්පීම්, කුඩා දරුවන්ගේ මනසට බලපාන ආකාරය පිළිබඳව ඉතා පුළුල් විග්‍රහයක් අපට ඉදිරිපත් කරනවා.
So my film, it's about a real life story. I made this story from the different true story that happened around me when I was little, and because in Sri Lanka we had a war. It's like a 30 years old war, and so in my childhood also including this during this wartime, because it's end like few years ago. So then I got really feeling about these soldiers and the people who are dying, and people who are really fighting to bring the peace to the country. So then at that time I heard those kind of stories, like because some of my friends, dads or cousins or brothers, they died during the war as a soldiers. So I found out it's really different than dying and having an accident, or like suiciding yourself, for example, because this is here you are dying as a hero. So we are talking about heroes in here. As a soldiers. So I really wanted to bring all the stories together by making this movie, because those are really little incidents, like how a kid lost his love. I mean, because every kid's the first love is mom and dad. So how do you feel like when you are losing somebody because of doing something, because of doing his job? So I heard those kind of stories, like how the kids having a reaction, a feedback, like losing their parents because of the war, and so I saw this from my eyes, and how they feel, how they talk about me, talk with me about these kind of things, like they are having nightmares about they are seeing their father is dying or in the war, and they can hear the war sound of the war during their nightmares. So these kind of things. So I thought, like I cannot do like every single part as a different movie, because some parts are not really interesting, some parts are you may find out boring or kind of like that. So that's why I wanted to bring all this story together as a Gold Star kid. The saying about a really good kid, really a sensitive and kid who's thinking out of the limits. So this is really important as a human being, I guess, to having a new way of thinking and doing something really different, which is good to the world and the future humanity.
Yeah, because the dogs are doing that. They are standing in the push, but not the cats. Ok.
Ok, ça va.
Alors, 2 fois.
Je veux partir.
Non, non, c'est là.
Mais arrête de prendre des vidéos.
Basically, there are two main characters in the movie, the kid and the soldier. So because this is the kind of like a dialogue between the kid and the soldier, but without talking. It's a dialogue having with the expressions. So I made up this character, Matt. Is the boy who's having his really different day than other usual days in his life, and so it's including a soldier, which is he randomly find out and he would like to pay it forward by the memory of his lost father, and because he's starting the day by having the nightmare of his father's lost, so he wants to pay it forward at that day. Accidentally he's finding some incredible things, and so he thinks like he wants to pay it forward to this soldier and having a nice day. I really want to say about the paying forward, the wording called paying forward, because I'm a Buddhist, so we always do that. So we are kind of keeping a memory of somebody, and we are doing good things by thinking like these all good things will go for him, we can pass for him. So we have this kind of things in our religion. But anyway, so as a human being, I think we should do this because human has to help another human. So because none of animal comes to us and help us, because they cannot. So we have to help for the nature, for the world, for the other people. So help each other, it will be a good world, I guess. So this is the message I want to bring through this movie.
À côté de la sortie d'Anida.
On location. I had a really good experience because this is the first kind of a big budget movie that I did in France, in Paris, because since I moved to Paris, I didn't do many big projects. So according to me, this is a big project that I do as this little project. So you may see, because I spent my 1 year of my lifetime to arrange in this project. It's totally 1 year. We did the casting, we found Niels, we found many kids, and Niels came out through. So he got the character, and then from the beginning I had the Mr. Rashid in my mind to do the soldier character. So I thought those are the good, and then I found out some people to work around me, like doing the assistant and camera and makeup and everything. So we all together, we did this job.
Hello, we are third day, final day. With that, this is that.
I always wanted to come up with the stories that happen in reality around us, around the world. So maybe it could be changed, because that is my way, my track in the movie industry. But I would like to do, of course, some kind of mysterious or horror films and like that, or some superhero movies. Why not? So but anyway, it has to be a good message to the people, and for the kids especially, because they are our future. Who are holding our future in the world. So I think it will be a better place like that. So that's why I wanted to give this message through like most of the movies that I do. So now I have this movie, A Gold Star Kid, to bringing up different festivals around the world. So now I'm up to that, and after that I'm planning to do some different projects, of course, because it's my job. And as a movie, I'm thinking about doing something different, another pose, a different pose to be in my career. So as the first movie, I'm bringing up with the different projects, with giving different messages, and so I always wanted to do something different every time, each pose that I put in my life career. So it will be a good one, hopefully the next one. Hello, I'm Reshan Fernando, filmmaker, the movie director of the A Gold Star Kid movie. So this is my latest short film, so bringing a good message through the kids to the world, which is paying forward. So I would like to invite all of you to come and watch the movie when it's available, of course, and then you can give us a feedback, and because that will be really helpful for our next project. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Reshan here. Niels here. He's back in France. So we won the awards, 2 awards for my Gold Star Kid film in 12 Months Film Festival in Romania. Yeah. So thank you so much for the festival. We won 2 awards. Actually, I won 3 awards for my spicy commercial and 2 awards for the Gold Star Kid. So Niels, to leave the mission?
Yes, thank you, 12 Months Film Festival. Et merci à tous ceux qui étaient avec nous pour faire le film. Merci à ma chaîne. Merci.
Merci Niels. Au revoir.
Untold Thoughts I did it's my first horror film actually. I did as a short film. So I did many short films, like this is my 8th one, Untold Thoughts. So I wanted to try this horror category because I'm a big fan of horror films. So it was really interesting to do a horror film than watching it, because as a filmmaker I'm really enjoying watching horror films. So I thought, let's try this, let's do this, and then I did it. So today we saw the film, and with everybody, with the actors and some of my close friends and fans and everybody. So I think I got somehow good feedback from everybody. I'm happy about the result, and the kids happy especially. So this is again I did a horror film, but again with the kids. It's a very simple story that I got. It's about what you are believing. You are believing ghost, or you are not believing ghost. You are believing your religion or not. You know, it's about it's all. It has this everything, like every bit of everything, little by little in this story. But it's a very simple story. So one of Asian boy moving to his new house, and is having an experience with a little ghost, which little girl which is a ghost. Actually the house belongs to her before, so that's why she's coming back, and she's trying to tell a story, the injustice story that had happened to her. So this is the story is about, and you can see how the boy react to this ghost, and is it a friendly ghost or not. The answers for all the questions bring out through this story, I believe. Hello? Why? She's smiling. Then he'll be like, why she's smiling? Hello? Who are you? Hey, who are you? As I said, I love the horror films, so that's why I wanted to do a horror film this time. But each time I changed. The movie before is a Gold Star Kid, and the before one to the Gloomy Boy. So it's bring out the story like a family story, that the parents are being in trouble, and that's how that affect to a kid. So it's about that, and then I moved to a Got You and Peace. So we are talking about the world peace throughout the kids, and then I moved to a Gold Star Kid. So it's about a kid who's having a bad experience with his lost father, and he's trying to do something good, thinking about his father's lost. So it's also a very sad but a family story. And then I came to Untold Thoughts, which is horror film. So I think every time I change, so that's why I did this time a horror film. Cut. Mahalo and Dinuga, I found them in very not accidentally, but kind of, because Mahalo, I know their parents from long time ago, like 4-5 years. I know. So when she was little, she was like 3-4 years old when I first seeing her, and then I saw how she grown up, and she got some talent. She can dance, she can talk, she has very amazing facial expressions. So that's what I like of Mahalo. She's really talented. I had that trust that she could do something. So, and I had trust also that I could direct her, because she's a well-obeying girl. So that's really important when I'm choosing a kid, because they have to be really obeyed, really listening to, and try to understand what's going on, and understand the situation and behave. And the most important thing is how as a kid, how he or she obey. Mahalo and Dinuga did a great job, I think. So Dinuga, when I'm talking about Dinuga I found actually when I was doing a commercial in his dancing class. So I didn't know him at all. I didn't know his parents, and I did this commercial with his dancing class, dancing teacher, and everybody. When I was in shooting, I saw a little bit of fight going in the class. So I saw 2 kids fighting, and then I saw, oh, they have kind of look like same. So then I got realized, oh, it's a 2 brothers, little brother and big brother. So me, I have a big brother, so I know how these fights going on. It's kind of funny, but it's a family fight, you know. So because the big brother, he doesn't want that little brother comes to his gang, you know, his team, and the little brother always wants to go and be with the big brother's gang. So this problem, it's every time is coming, even it came to my family. So then I saw this. Then I saw Dinuga go away from his brothers and everybody, even his team, and he go away, and he was staying very sadly. So then I go and I ask, hey boy, what's going on? Is there any problem? Something like that. And then he just openly talked to me. No, it's okay, I'm fine, thank you, and like that. And then I asked, are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure, he said like that. And then I asked, is that your brother who, you know, push you and to throw you from that team? Then he said, yeah, it's my brother. Then I understand. Okay, I said, that's fine. Okay. So then I mean, that got my attention too, because some kids, they don't talk to a stranger. I mean, you shouldn't talk to a stranger, but you know, when we are working together, because they know, okay, I'm the one who gonna direct this commercial, so all the kids know, so then anybody can talk to me, of course. So that's how I got an attention for Dinuga. Then I talked with dancing team professor, and she gave all the contacts of Dinuga's parents, and then I contact them directly, and I told them I wanted to find, because when I'm writing this story, I was thinking about, okay, I need a kind of Asian looking boy, but it should be more like Indian. Then I got this boy. Oh, I have a boy in my mind. Then I contact them. So that's how the Dinuga came to this film. So anyway, finally both of them came to this project. But I have to tell, when I was finalizing the story, because I got first Mahalo than Dinuga. Then when I was finalizing the story, I talked with Mahalo, because she's the one who's gonna be the ghost. So I needed to do like not very scary, because it should be because it's gonna be with the kids, and it should be for the kids. When I don't want like the kids looking at my movie and then they're gonna be very, very scared because of my movie. I talked with Mahalo and I said, you know, now you are the one who gonna be the ghost, so their parents are okay. So then I talked with her, and then she gave me some ideas, like, but she never did a horror film or any film. It's amazing. She gave me some ideas, like, okay, what about like this, Reshan, if we see something like that, or if for example somebody has to die, you know, the kid has to die, and then she will come back as a ghost. So then this part I was confusing, like how we gonna do it. I mean, but then Mahalo, she helped me a lot by saying she could do this, she cannot do that. So then I change little by little the story from that part by analyzing. I mean, I was doing that even a Gold Star Kid movie. I was talking with that kid and we arranged it to buy reels. So that's how I did it. And then I contacted Dinuga, and then their parents were okay for that. So both of them in the main characters in the movie. And then we found the place, which is my friend's house. Actually, I didn't know him before, but kind of. So Mr. Lucian. So we had to thank you for him because he gave an amazing house. He has a beautiful house, so it gives different looks for the film. So we took this house, and then I found my cameraman Seethala. So I found him because he came to my same as my university that I went before. So he's majoring camera cinematography. So I found him and we met and we talked about this project, and he gave me a lot of ideas about the shots and how we gonna do this, how we gonna do the coverage, etc. So and then I had the 100% trust on him, and then we found the other people, especially the other special one is the makeup, because we had to create a ghost. So then I found, because I have a makeup artist, Tamitu, so from my projects before, and so she introduced me Rantima. She's an award-winning makeup artist. We didn't know actually. She's Sri Lankan, but she got awards in France for the makeup. So then I saw her works and I was so impressed what she did. So then I was like, no way, I'm gonna take her. There's nobody else can do this. So then I took her and she did an amazing job. And that's how I think as I can remember those people. And then yes, of course, the assistants as before, and my assistant Shoshanda and Chamudita for camera assistant, and sound Sam and Dora. Yeah, so those people did a great job. And then some of our friends like Chamidu, for example. So many people helped us, and the house owner and all the family, their family. It was so amazing. So I think I'm happy, because I'm happy. That's why I released this. I'm gonna release, I mean, for the audience, but I released. I finished the film, and I'm gonna send it to different festivals around the world, because of I'm happy. So, but as a director, you know, we never gonna be satisfied with one. We're gonna do it another one, then thinking I can do it better. So that's how we are. So anyway, so that's about it. We did 2 days shooting, and but we did a prep day day before, and of course, so then we did shooting for 2 days, completely full day, 2 days. It was really fun and happy, and we enjoy a lot. Actually, I enjoy a lot as usually, and this time, because this time I have another cameraman, so because of that I enjoy a lot. I could say, because the film before I did the camera, I was the cinematographer, so then I had to be really on focus about what's going on. But this time I did it very relaxedly, only the directing. So I was more focused about directing, so I was so happy. The next one, next film, it's going to be kind of a musically film, I could say. It's with the music and the dancing and stuff. So it will be really fun, I guess, because it will be a very different experience as a filmmaker for me. So I'm keep working on it, and I'm still I have the story. I found a kid for the film, and but I need more kids, and I'm keep looking at it. So most people asking me like, how do I finding the kids? I mean, I don't know, but mostly I'm looking at the talent. If they have a talent, if they are like a more like open and well obey. So this is more important. So let's see what will be the next one. But always I think the next one will be the best one. I'm Reshan Fernando. I'm the director of Untold Thoughts film. So the film will be released very soon, and I would like to invite everybody to see the film and give us a feedback. It will be a very courage for everyone in the film. Thank you so much. Yes, so this time I came up with the story, anti-bullying story, because I wanted to do this story because two things happened. One thing happened that in Australia I saw one kid, he was 13 years old and it's a teenage, just growing up, and he commits suicide himself because of his being bullied in his school. So I saw this throughout my brother, and I saw this from the news. So at that time I was finding a story to do, I mean anti-bullying story to do it. And when I saw this real news, I got shocked. I really got shocked, and I thought I really have to do this, because sometimes I am finding the different stories that happen in real life to make a story around it. And so this time I was like, okay, this I should do it, because it's really effect to the society, to the world, everywhere in the world. It doesn't matter which country it is. It's in Asia or Europe or Africa, or it doesn't matter. It's happening everywhere, in between the kids, and so we have to take an action for it. So that's why I came up with the story. And the second thing that happened, one day I was in a dancing class, and there were it was a building of it's a musical center, so they have dancing, music and instrument training and different things. So I went there
and normally when they started the classes, there was nobody on the corridor. So I was going, because otherwise it's very hard to pass the corridor. So I was passing this corridor, and I turned around to another corridor, and then I saw there was a group of kids just talking each other, I thought. So I was just passing nearby them, and then I saw there were a group of girls around, and there's a middle. It was a boy, and they were wearing dancing like a classical dancing, which is we call French classic dance, which is ballet. So these girls are like making a joke of this boy that's saying, "Oh, you are dancing like a girl," or something like that. But because it's not really a bad thing that I saw, but that is the beginning. That is the beginning. That's how it's starting, this bullying stuff. And then because that kids, they were like 10, 11 years old. So at that time, I saw. So this is the time. That's how it's starting. So this incidents that make me go through the story, and then I thought I want to do this story with the dancing, kind of like a battle, and group of kid dancing against another group of kid dancing. So there are two different dance style that in the story, in the film. So that's how I came up with this story to this film. The message, it's on my title, be a buddy, not a bully. So always I'm saying be kind and help each other. So because we have to be kind to everybody, we have to make love everybody and make happy. So and also help. So doing a bully it's nothing of it. So that's why I was saying I want to bring up this story, this message to the world, that's saying don't be a bully, just be a nice person. It doesn't matter you are a girl or a boy, you know, just make happy and be friend with everybody. It doesn't matter you are seeing something bad happening to your classmate or your friend, it's the same, because your friend also your classmate, it's just another kid. So it could be somebody bigger than you or somebody smaller than you. You can take an action and you can face to this problem and you can solve it, and in a good way, of course. So or you can ask the adult help to stop this bullying thing. So then like that I think we can little by little, not in one day, not after my film now. So just little by little we can stop this by telling this message to the kids, through the parents, to the teachers of all the world. They can stop this somehow, and we can protect the kids who are kind of differently thinking, because they are the one who gonna change the world one day. Because if you are thinking different than the others, you are the one who gonna do something different in the world. So like that the world will be a better place. So we have to protect that person, because that is the person who gonna be in bully, because he's different or her's different. So that is the message I want to give through this film. Yes, always. I was looking mainly because of now I did many short films, and I did different type of videos stuff. So always I'm looking at people who are around me, who are talented, and when I'm writing a story, I'm imagining the character. So when I imagine a character, there's no face of it, but it's a character. It's like I'm thinking how he's walking, even how is he looking, how is he talking. Everything I'm imagining with this character, and then I'm looking around like who is around me, who can be this character, and who can easily match for this character. So then I am finding, and if I didn't find, of course I'm gonna go to the open casting call, and I will see some other kids or adult even to matching my character. But mainly that's how it's happening. I mean, always people asking me how I finding kids, and of course they are doing amazing job, but important thing is it has to be really matched for the character. And sometimes it will be a challenge, because every single thing it's not gonna matching that's as how I imagine for the person that who gonna be in the character. So then it's me and my crew has to get involved to him or her, and to make to make around him to figure out, okay, you have to be this guy and you need this qualification to be like for example, from this movie Mahalo, she didn't do any hip-hop dancing, so we had to train her to do hip-hop, because otherwise because it's normal, she doesn't do hip-hop, she does dancing classic, which is ballet, and so that is really good for the character, but the character does a little bit of hip-hop, so we need her to train hip-hop because she doesn't know. So that's how I do these characters, that's how I choose the characters, and it can come from anywhere, it can come from different countries even, but the important thing is he or she has to match at least 75% of character that I am imagining. Then we can build up the other 25 around the character to be the 100% the guy who I want to be in the film. Yeah, I had a really good experience. So first of all, I told this to my mom, and because she was always asking me how many kids, and you know, and what is the story, and will you do with the kids, and or you don't do a project, or what's going on. So I told, yeah, I'm gonna do a film as usual. I'm gonna do with the kids because it's so fun, and it's so hard and it's so fun, which is I like it. And then she was then I was saying, yeah, it's then how many kids, she was asking me. And then I said, this time I have 7 kids. What do you say, you have 7 kids? Then I was like, yeah, it's just 7 kids. Then she said, are you sure you can do this with the 7 kids? I said like, yeah, I hope so. I didn't do it, so because all the film that I had like 2-3 kids, maximum 3 kids, but this time it's going to be 7 kids. And I was like, okay. And yeah, she said, well, with you it's going to be 8, and so it's going to be so hard to control. I said, yeah, we'll see, because I have a good assistant, Shushanda, and she's really good with the kids, and I hope so. It will be really fun, and she will control as same as me. So yeah, so I had a really good experience. So finally I did with the 7 kids, and finally I thought, yeah, mom, you are right. It's so hard to work with the 7 kids, because they were little. They all like 9 to 10, 11 years old, and I had Adam. He's from very far away. He's the negative character, the third main role in the film, and he's a very tough boy. He's very active boy. I like the way he did it, because the first time when I saw him, I knew he's the one who's gonna do the character. So and he came from the casting, open casting. So yeah, so all the kids were so nice, and especially the 2 main characters, they were so nice. I knew them, especially Mahalo. I worked with her before, and then I get to know Malo. So it was really good experience I had, and same crew that I had as before my film, a bit different, but mainly assistant and the cameraman is the same. So we had a good time. I hope that experience was good, and that's why our film was good. Our film is good. So yeah, that's about it.
Vous savez ce que vous allez faire maintenant? Quelle scène?
La 4. Scène 4, oui.
Vous allez faire quoi alors? C'est quoi à la base?
C'est une 4 là où elle est très courte mais très compliquée. Mais bon, en fait, c'est la scène là où on sort, lui dit merci à Noah. Et donc là, c'est le truc le plus compliqué, le bisou. Voilà.
Ah ouais, c'est compliqué.
Ouais.
Ah bon? Ah ouais, c'est rien ça. Bon, bah, on va voir ce que ça donne. Ouais. Ça marche.
On essaye de bien parce que sinon on n'a pas envie de le refaire en fait.
Ouais, ah bon?
Non. C'est sûr.
Bon, voilà. Bonne chance alors.
Il y a un surprise bisou. On va voir comment il a fait.
Donc là, vous avez le cours de hip-hop a fait ceci et ça. Attends, je le fais. Vous voyez, c'est pas joli, c'est moi qui. Et donc Anna vient me secourir en faisant une battle de danse au cours de hip-hop. Exactement. Et donc au bout du compte, ils disent que le classique et le hip-hop c'est pareil. Et donc à la fin, nous allons nous réconcilier avec les gens du hip-hop. Et là, nous allons faire la dernière scène. La plus dure. La plus dure de toutes. Celle là où il faut faire le... Attends, il est où le son pour que je le coupe? Il est où le son? Ah, j'ai dit. Bisous. Vous avez entendu ou pas? Non, très bien. Parfait, parce que cette scène est ultra dure. Vous allez jamais comprendre.
what will be the next. So next, I have few stories. That I have 3 stories actually for yet. First one is a kind of I started to do a kind of very fantasy film. Because I did a horror film, it's also fantasy, but this time I thought I'm gonna do a fantasy film in a different way, like adventure and so like a superhero kind of. And then I got another story which is a very emotional, sensitive, real life story with the poor kid and things like that. And then again I got the third story, which is a very with the nature. Because it's important. I thought to talk about the nature and the human, because it's little by little it's destroying. It's going far away from us. Like even we are nature, we are part of nature, but I'm seeing like it's going far away from the human, because it's like now it's like a human kind of dangerous for the nature. They are cutting the trees and they do whatever they want against the nature. So these 3 stories I have. I'm still thinking about these stories. I'm keep working on these 3 stories, especially the second one, which is the poor kid and the story. I did some casting too, and but I'm still waiting for the dates and everything. So I don't know, because the 10th one is I need to do something different also as usual, but something very something can go through the people's heart, like a Gloomy Boy, for example. It's very touching. So I think I will do something like that, other than the film which is totally imaginable. So real life stories, I like the real life stories. So let's see how it will be. But as always, I am saying the next one will be the best one. So then next one will be the 10th one, my 10th short film, and then after that I'm gonna go for a big movie. I hope so. I'm wishing for it. Let's see. I'm waiting for the good time, and when there's a time, I will start my project. So next one will be the best one. Hello, my name is Reshan Fernando. I'm the filmmaker of Be a Buddy, Not a Bully, my new film. This film bringing out the story of anti-bullying, which is saying be kind and help each other, as I always saying. So throughout the kids, because it's happening through the kids, that bullying thing, so which is I really don't like, and we have to give this message to make a better place, the world. So I would like to invite all of you because we have the official page in Facebook called Be a Buddy, Not a Bully, and then I have my personal Twitter and Instagram and everything. You can have the update, also my website, so you can come and look at the film when it's available. Of course, it will be soon available after the festivals. It's going around all around the world. So I would like to invite you all to watch the film and then give us a comment about what do you think and how it will be work out. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.